Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And it is Wednesday, it is time for Paper Pumpkin Playdate, and it's been a few weeks since I've been here, so I'm cracking open my kit. Now I have opened it just to show the directions last week on the catalog walkthrough when we were talking about paper pumpkins, but other than that I have not opened the kit. So we're going to make the cards as designed today, and then we'll see what time it is and if we have time to throw a little alternate in there, and then I'll be back next week with an alternate. And if you are thinking that you really like these surprise kits in the mail, we have an inkling of the theme, but we never know for sure what's going to be in the kit. And if you kind of like that idea and you love that crafty feeling, then I just want to let you know that the 10th of the month, which is Friday, is the last day to subscribe for the next kit. And the next kit is The Best There Is. So it looks kind of mountainous. It says perfect for Father's Day and more. So like for me, my mother loves the outdoors, so she would love to have this kit. Or at least a card from this kit. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll see when you're coming on. Let me know where you're coming from. If you're catching this on a replay, let me know that you've caught this on a replay. It is 10:45 here in Montana, so that's mountain time. And I know not everybody is available, and that's okay. That's the beauty of the replays on YouTube and on Facebook. So with our paper pumpkin kit, it is all inclusive. Everything comes in the kit. All you have to do is add a pair of scissors. You don't have to add anything else if you don't want to. If you want to, you can also subscribe, or not subscribe, but you can go to the online store and get the add-on. So these are the add-on dies. This is Thanks and Beyond dies, and they are the add-on for April, May, and June. And so these dies will coordinate with those three kits. We had some other dies that coordinated with January, February, March. Now we have these for April, May, June. So they are doing that. You can only order them in the Paper Pumpkin Pass Kit and Refill section of the online store if you are a subscriber. If you are not a subscriber, you cannot order from that section, and you will have to input your email address for them to okay it. All right, so these are super nice. I've decided that I'm going to start keeping them on one of these when I'm done using them, because I can then mix and match them and use them at any time. So those are the ones. We'll see whether we get to them today. I brought over my little mini just in case. Let's see what all is in the kit. With your very first kit, you get a D block. All right. Oh, I forgot to grab my other ones. I like to have some other sizes just in case, but I have the blocks I usually keep over here are in use. So this is our D block. This is our ergonomic. You can see it's the same size. Oh, it goes this way. It's the same size. It's just a little wider and easier to grip. I like to have a variety of them in a variety of sizes. I guess we don't have this one anymore, but if I have something tiny, I'll still use it. And so this is the D, C, and B size blocks, and they are nice and handy to have when you have your different size stamps. All right, speaking of stamps, these are the photopolymer stamps. So you can see you have different sizes, and so different blocks are helpful. When you first get started, you'll get this block. You'll just have to wipe it off, clean the stamp, put it back on here, and then put the next stamp on. And that works too. It's just a matter of if you want the ease of having multiple blocks or not. Your choice. All right, so we have some butterflies. We have sending loving thoughts your way. We have everything will be okay, and surrounding you with love. And then we have some little dots and the two different butterflies. And we also have the basic gray. Basic gray. All right, this is what comes in the kit. It's a little ink spot. It's perfect for that. I use them for giveaways, so I use my regular size ink pad for the purpose of today. And then you can see I still have the plastic on it. All I did, and I guess I stuck it back in there. Oh no, I didn't even open that part. I just took the plastic off the box. All right, so we will open this up and see what is in our kit today. So we have our adhesives, we have our dimensionals, and our tear and tape. I love that they've switched to using tear and tape instead of glue dots all the time. Good morning. Let's see, Becca Hunt, nice to have you on here. Yeah, you're at work. I understand. I understand. All right, so we have these two adhesives. Here are our envelopes. Look how beautiful those flaps are with the gold butterflies. Nice. We'll keep 3 out for now. All right, so let's find our instructions. They're up here on the front. All right, these are the instructions for delicate wings. So you can see there's 3 different cards, 3 of each design. And then you have your no-fail instructions. Truly no-fail instructions. This, you can do this. It works. It's easy. Takes a little bit of time to get used to it, but once you do, you've got it free-flowing. All right, so you have, these are where your ingredients go. So we're going to go ahead and use that as we go through these. I like to set my 3 envelopes up across here. 1, 2, and 3. All right, I'll do this. And then I can see that this one goes here for number 3. These are the card bases. And then we have this card base with the gray, and that is a number 1. And then we have this white speckled one with the gold speckles, and that is number 2. And we have this beautiful butterfly going here on number 1. We have this corner piece on number 2. The gold goes to number 1. We have these butterflies, they go down here to number 2. Then we have some of these, so let's see, this one goes, whoop, there's 2 sets here. So this one goes here on number 2. And then we have the larger butterflies. No, here we go. This is the medium-sized butterfly right here. And the smaller butterfly. All right, like that. And that's those 2. And then we need this one over here for that. And then I'll put these aside. I'm just putting them back in my box. All right, and then we have a boatload of butterflies. All right, so we need this big one over here. That's that one. And then we need 1 gray, 1 Lost Lagoon, I'm going to say. 1 Lost Lagoon over here. And then we need a very vanilla one. And we need 1 of each of these. So it's 1 of each of the different kinds of butterflies. And they get smaller and smaller and smaller as we go. Oh, and here are some glue dots. So we have all our adhesives. You want to make sure to keep your chipboard for when you're stamping, because it is the photopolymer stamps. You can see there is no cushioning on here, so this helps as you're cushioning. All right. And then this is how you know how to put your stamps back on your little sheet. All right, so I like to just close this and put it in here, or fold this and put it in here so that I can do that. All right, let's get started with card number 1. So we're going to set these aside. Set that right there. And let's see, so first we're going to start with the stamping. I'm always here for you. Oh, it's already on there. Oh, there's no stamping on this one at all. So we're just going to put the card together. All right, so it shows that we're going to put dimensionals. So the dimensionals go on the back here, and it shows one here, here, and here. And then we have them down this side. So the hexagons are the dimensionals, and the gray dots are the glue dots. Then it wants us to put here, so see the roll, so this roll is this right here. So is the tear and tape, which I really like that they're using that. All right, here we go. That across there. Like that. You want to smooth it down with your thumbnail. You can also smooth it down with the tip of your Take Your Pick tool, just to help make sure that it is down, and that makes it easier. When you use this, it makes it easier to pull this up. If you don't have it smoothed down, sometimes it sticks more. All right, so then we're going to turn this over, and we're going to put this on here, and I'm going to pop these up a little bit like that. Go. I'm going to center it on there, like that. And then I don't like to have any sagging, so I like to put a dimensional in the middle because I don't want it to sag. So we'll take the little papers off. All right, and I just hook my fingernail under there and they come right off. We'll go ahead and take this and this. So how many of you, because these are double-sided backings, you can cut this and then put this on a card base, and then you can extend the cards to double what's in the kit. So instead of 9, you could get 18. Good morning, Covina. Great to have you on here. All right, so we're going to turn this around, and we're going to center it top and bottom and side to side. I have dented corners there. All right, center this top to bottom. There we go. And that one is done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp a butterfly inside because, well, because that's just too much white for me. So when you want to put your stamps on, you want to lay it on a piece of paper, and then you can pick it up. Oh, no, we'll use the D size. We'll pick it up with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and ink that up. And just put a butterfly on the inside, just to add a little bit of something so it's not quite so stark. And then this just kind of folds up a little bit. All right, not too much because it's got to go in the envelope anyways. And then I'm not doing anything on the front because we have the butterflies on the flap. So there is card 1. Let's go ahead and see what we need to do for card 2. Here we will have some stamping, and we are going to stamp Everything Will Be Okay. Let's see, Everything Will Be Okay. We have that. We're going to bring that over here. That's nice and long. We're going to put that diagonal on there, and we're going to be stamping it on this piece going in this direction. All right, so you want to make sure your arrow is going in the right direction. Have you made any of these cards? I don't think anyone waited for me, which I totally understand. It took me a while to get mine, and then I was gone, and Yeah, it was one of those kinds of months. All right, so now we've stamped that. Now what we want to do is put all of our tear and tape on everything. So first, we're going to fold our card in half. Again, it's double-sided, so you could totally cut it. That, this way, almost looks like, it almost looks patterned like a butterfly. I don't know if they did that on purpose or if it just worked out that way, but it almost looks patterned like a butterfly. We do have a new butterfly stamp set and dies that if you got that and there were a lot of holes in between the butterfly underneath. All right, so now what we're going to do is put dimensionals on, or tear and tape on the back of everything. So we want to lay it, I usually lay it out like this, so I know I have everything in the right direction and taping it in the right spot. Here's the larger one. Here's the smaller one, because this one only has one piece of tape here and one piece of tape here, so you don't want to have it solidly covered. All right, where's our tear and tape? Here's our tear and tape. All right, so you can put one down here, and then we have, so it's Wednesday. We are halfway to the weekend. Does anybody have some fun weekend plans? I have my retreat, the Fiesta retreat, because of course it's May, so it's Cinco de Mayo. All right, and so I picked the theme of Fiesta. So I got to finish working on all the table gifts and the make and takes, cutting everything, having everything ready to go for my people. So I don't want to put any up here because they show none up there. So I'm just going to put it down here. Now if you have your glue, if you have your green glue, you could certainly use green glue. Just make sure you leave it open where you need to have it open, just in case. Didn't know, you never know if they're going to turn it into some sort of a pocket. So it's best to just have it open and glued like theirs, unless you look ahead. All right. So tell me if you have any fun plans for the weekend. Covina has Krista left. I need to somehow get in touch with her because I need her address to send her the prizes that she won at the catalog walkthrough. So if you could have her get in touch with me, I would greatly appreciate it, or get her permission to give me her info. I would love that. All right, I just have a little extra piece right there that I'm gonna lay down. All right, so now we need to put them on. So now I'm going to just run this on it just to help make sure the adhesive is down, so that when I pull up the paper, it doesn't pull up the adhesive. There we go. Super easy. You don't have to worry about getting your fingers up under there. The Take Your Pick tool is just the best tool. After being a crafter for almost 20 years before Stampin' Up! Came out with this, I don't know how I crafted without it. Now it's always with me, no matter where I go crafting, I always have this with me. So we're going to move those over, and it shows that it comes from this side. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to turn it this way so that I can line it up with the bottom and the side, like that. All right, it looks like it's just a little bit longer. So I'm going to trim it, and I might have gone, looks like I went a little bit at an angle, but instead of trying to pull it up, I'm just going to trim it right along the edge of the card. So you'll want to pay attention to that when you put it down. There we go. I just went to the doctor this week, the eye doctor, and got a new prescription. My eyes have actually gotten better. Yay! My mother actually said, well, that comes with age. Really, Mom? Really? Thanks. You think she sent her address on Messenger? All right, I'll have to go look at it and see if she did it in my personal messenger or in the business messenger. I'll go check. Thank you for letting me know. I will check on that. All right. So this goes there like that. That's so pretty. And then we want the butterflies. So we're going to start with this one. And it goes in the middle. Like that. Is it like that? Like that. All right, and then we have this one is on the top. Let's see, well, it kind of hides under the wing. I think I'm going to put it up here where it's not hiding under the wing. And then this one goes down here. All right, very interesting. I myself would probably want to, oh, see, that's stuck. This side is stuck, but this side is not. I don't know. What do you think of this card? I think they could have done something differently with it. I think I'm going to have to do something differently with it. This is how it's designed, though, and I always make one of everything as designed and then come up with my own. But this one definitely I'm going to have to revamp because it's kind of it doesn't often happen that way for me. Usually I love everything, but this one's just kind of What do you think? Give me your thoughts on this one. Is this kind of or is it awesome? Are you loving it? Do you love the way they laid it out, or do you think it could have been, do you think we could improve it? Let me know what you think about that. I'm always curious. If it's just me, then it's just me. Oh, let's go ahead and stamp a butterfly inside because why not? Why not? Let's go ahead and use the other little butterfly and have it flutter in up here. There we go. All right, because then you can put dear so-and-so up here and then you have room to write. All right, so again, I'm not going to stamp the front of the envelope because we've already got the flap all nicely done. All right, so third card, let's see what we've got here. All right, let's bring in this and this. Let's go ahead and crease this. Or it's already creased. Let's burnish it. That's what it is. I sometimes mess up that word. Okay. If not, you'll send it. Okay, yeah, I will check and I will let you know. So this one goes in landscape. Let's set that aside for a minute. We need to pick new. This is surrounding you with love. I love that. Whoop. Yikes. All right, so let's turn it over this way. And we're going to have to clean off. Guess I wasn't ready. See, it's been a while. All right. So I'm just going to give you all a heads up that in June I will be heading to Arizona on a one-way ticket to get my parents all packed up. However, I'm not going to disappear for the whole month, okay? I'm going to pre-record some things. I won't have the new June, I won't have the paper pumpkin. I'll have the May paper pumpkin, so I'll have some, but then I'm going to do for the month of June, I'll just do some mixing and matching of paper pumpkins so you can see how to do that if you have leftovers, or just using the stamps and the dies if that, and the inks if that's all you have left. I will not leave you. Oh, this is sending love and thoughts your way. This is the wrong one. I'm thinking, whoa, that's really big. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit on that. All right, let's try the correct sentiment. Glad I didn't just stamp it without paying attention. That's what happens when I'm talking about something else. So I just wanted to let you know I'm going down to Arizona on a one-way ticket. I'm going to take some kits with me, but for the most part I am there to pack up my parents and bring them north. So send me lots of good wishes. It's gonna be a job. Where have you lived the longest? Like, what's the longest you have lived in any one place? My parents have been there since 1970. 1970. So 70, 80, 90, 2000, 2010, 2020, and it's 24. So 54 years they have been in that same house without moving. Before that, military, moving all the time. Mom doesn't know how to pack for herself. She's only ever had the military pack her up, so now she's floundering a little bit. So how long have you lived in any one spot, and do you struggle with moving? Like, have you moved much? Some people don't move, they just stay put. I've moved a lot. One time I moved every year for 3 years when I was single and lived on my own. So it's it's a lot of work. I know it's a lot of work. And I told my mom, I know it's a lot of work. She's helped me move, so I don't know why all of a sudden it's harder, but maybe it's just harder because she's been there for so long. So, yeah. So what's the longest you have lived in any one place? And then, do you like moving? If you're used to moving, you might like it. I know that I kind of liked it because it forces me to clean out. I either do yard sailing before I move, or as sometimes I sort through before I pack, other times I sort through after I pack. How do you do it? Do you sort before you pack, or do you sort after you pack? Like when you're unpacking. Sometimes I did that. Sometimes I do both. I sort before I pack and I'm like, nah, I haven't used this, I haven't worn this, I don't need this anymore, as I'm packing. And then, oh, see, I'm talking and not pay attention. We were supposed to stamp this on here. So I'm gonna give it a whirl. I'm gonna give it a whirl. I messed it up. I was thinking it was one of those other butterflies. Let's see. Let's see. Did I do it? Can I do it? I'm gonna do it. I'm cheating. Rubbing my hand along it. Woo! It worked. Yeah, so if you have, because I had under there, I had the dimensionals. So what I did is I had the stamp on it, and then I used my hand on the back to rub, make sure it got all up to the paper. Okay, here we go. All right, and now we get to splatter it with these little butterflies. This one's cute. I like this one. I like this one. So Covina says, yeah, the design, you're right, the design is nice, and there is some color, but not enough color. Not enough color. And I don't like the positioning of the butterflies, so we'll have to rearrange that. We'll do that on an alternate. We'll see what time it is. Maybe we'll do that on today's. It says use 2 dots, but I'm just going to use 1 dot because there doesn't look like there's enough room for 2 dots. They gave us bigger glue dots. Yeah, it's saying even on these little ones use 2. They gave us the dots, the glue dots they gave us are way too big. You couldn't even put 2 on there. On top and bottom like they have it in the picture. Some are side to side. I think it'll hold. It's amazing how much they hold. So we're going to just kind of fold them out a little bit. Pop all these little backings off. Let's see. Oh, I just heard the dog move. Hope nobody comes to the door because I didn't put her in the house. All right. My studio is what probably used to be a carport, and it's enclosed. And so there's stairs up to the house. All right, so let's go ahead and put this. This one goes here. This one goes over here. And I don't have it perfectly exactly the same as what they have it, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfectly exactly the same. It doesn't. All right. Hi, Missy. You are way late, but that's okay. That's the beauty of replays. Gotta love replays, right? Everybody comment, gotta love replays, because that's just awesome. So let's see. You lived in Ohio most of your life, Kavina? Where in Ohio? Was I near your home when I was there? Or were you somewhere else? But you married a military man too. All right. Clean and organized. Yep. All right. Here we go. Yeah. So it's not laid out exactly like I stamped this, I think, a little lower and maybe a little more angled. And this, I think I put this as a little bit lower instead of higher. So it doesn't have to be exact. It's close enough. As my mom always said, close enough for government work. How many of you know that saying? Did you grow up with that too? Close enough for government work? I guess that's what happens when you're in a military family. So on the back, it shows you the add-on of the dies. And then it shows you the ingredients, and it tells you the color coordination. So this has basic beige, basic gray, Lost Lagoon, moody mauve, and champagne. Oh, moody mauve. See, I have hardly used my moody mauve. It's so, whenever I've stamped with it, it's so dark. So we'll go ahead and put another gray butterfly on the inside, because this is really a pretty butterfly. And because it's landscape, I'm going to go ahead and use this one on the inside as well. All right, because you have more room to write this way, whereas I think it would be too much going that way. I don't know. Maybe it's just me being me and weird. These are very elegant looking cards. I think I would want to also have, they're very sending loving thoughts your way. Everything will be okay. And then what was this? Surrounding you with love. So they almost seem more like sympathy. I'm sorry things are going rough for you. Trying to cheer you up kind of cards. So I might bring in some other sentiments as well. But these are really nice if you don't have those kind of sentiments. These are really great ones. Moved once in 27 years in the Navy. Really? So your husband must have been always stationed everywhere. Oak Harbor, Washington. That's where you are now, yeah. Missy's driven through Ohio many times. Just not when I was there, right, Missy? I'm just like kicking myself in the booty that there I was for 10 days, 6 hours away from you, and neither one of us, or at least it didn't even pop into my head. I guess I was just so focused on the boy. But on the days that we couldn't see him, we could have driven a little ways and met you. So next time. All right. I'm going to see what time it is. All right, we have a little bit of time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple card fronts for you. Well, no, I got my basic beige. Do I have my basic beige over here? Yeah. So I'm going to use a basic beige as my card base. So we will go ahead and do this. I'm going to do them in landscape or horizontal. So I'm going to score them at 4 1/4 and then cut it at 5 1/2. And that will give me then 2 bases. All right, so we'll have 2 bases to play with. And then I'm going to take this one. We're gonna revamp this, at least one part of it. I'm gonna cut this at 4 inches and then cut it this way at 5 1/4 inches. All right, I'm doing this on the fly, folks, like right out of my head, right here, right now. And for the other one, we're going to use the Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut this at 4 inches by 5 1/4. All right, and I'm going to keep this. The other one? Oh. This white one right here that we cut off, it only has one little speckle, so I'm not going to use it for an envelope. But for, actually, we can put these, because I'm cutting it up. I'm just going to keep this just in case. Let's just put it that way. All right, let's get these butterflies back out here. And this, and this, and this, and then we'll see, maybe this too. All right, actually I've got another idea with that one, so we'll do that one another time. We'll do that one next week. All right, so I want to revamp this one. So I know that I cut it smaller. So I'm going to line it up over here. Yeah, and then we'll just trim that off. All right, let's put that out of the way. Let's bring in our base, which is the new basic beige. I think it is a perfect addition to our neutrals. It's not even part of our neutrals, actually. It's part of our basic colors, where we have the black, now we have basic beige, very vanilla, and basic white. And those are our 4 like core colors that you can pretty much do anything with and use them with anything. All right, so we're going to put this on here like that, because I liked how they did that. I just want to do something different with the butterflies. That's all. All right, so we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to switch, just for time's sake, I'm going to switch to, time's sake if it works, I'm going to switch to my green glue. I just had an idea that that should be a pocket, but I guess we have one more. So I can use that one. Oh, I was going to cut this off, right? So I need to pull this in. I think I put that too far over. So I'm going to bring in my cardboard, my chipboard, just to make sure I don't get glue. I don't want this to get all sticky. I think the easiest way would probably, yeah, that was way easier to do it that way. Because then you make sure that they're both flat. And then I need to cut off that little bit. Have you all done any alternates? Has anyone done any alternates? What have you done? All right, what kinds of things have you done? So then I'm going to go ahead and bring this one in, because I liked how they did that. All right, so we'll use our gray. Surrounding you with love. Everything will be okay. Sending loving thoughts your way. That doesn't fit. I guess we'll go with the surrounding you with love, because that fits. I don't have a lot of people. I don't know. And now I'm trying to think, do I have people to even send that through? Instead of gluing it down though, I'm going to put this on dimensionals. Where are our dimensionals? There they are. So instead of making it flat, I'm going to put this on just one dimensionals. All right, we're going to pop that up here. All right, we're going to go ahead and put this on there. But then we need to have a pop of color, right? Would you not agree? We need some color now. We've got the basic beige cardstock base. We've got the white. We've got the basic beige and the gold. Now we need some color, in my opinion. So now we're going to do some color with this, because there just wasn't enough color. There wasn't enough color here. This has color in it, but it's so overpowering and it still blends in. So I'm going to grab my scraps. Whoa. And we're going to make some butterflies using the dies, because I think that's really what it needs. It needs some color. So we're going to do, because we have these two dies here, we're going to do some butterflies. Let's see how these go together. We're going to go with my favorite Berry Burst. Do I have anything smaller? Nope, just big stuff. All right, need to cut off a piece. We're going to go with Berry Burst, and I think the other color we're going to go with is the Bubble Bath. Oh no, you know what? We're going to go with my other favorite, Blackberry Burst, Blackberry Bliss. Those two go together really well, and I think they will really pop together nicely. So we're going to do the big butterfly background stamped that way. And I love this little mini now that we figured out that the 3-plate works better than the 1-plate for this. And then we're going to bring in our butterfly pieces here like this. So I'm just cutting the one to see, and then we'll decide whether we need some other colors. Let me know, do you think we should use some other colors, or just stick with these colors and maybe alternate the look? All right, let me know what you think. Oh, all right, so that I didn't know. That does not cut all the way through. So that way you come back, and I didn't cut it low enough. So now I know we're going to cut this and this together. So we're going to have multiple colors of butterflies. All right. Now we know. For those of you, did you know that? Were you sitting there saying, June, wait, that's not how it cuts? Telling me, but I couldn't hear you because it's a live, not a live. Oops, nope, that didn't look good. All right, let's pull this back out. We want to center that like that. Lay this on here like that. So that means I got to run the Blackberry Bliss one through, and of course we need 3, but we could use the Lost Lagoon one from over there. We could do that. Let's see how that works now. Oh, that's pretty. Here we go. Let's pop those out. Oh, you could still put the Blackberry Bliss under there. Here we go. See, I hadn't tried any of this stuff, but this is good. Probably only get to this one extra card, and then we'll do some more next week, because we won't have our new kits next week. But if you want to order, if you want to subscribe to these kits, you have the mountain one, mountain themed-ish one, coming in May, and then for June is peaches. I'm kind of excited about that. I like peaches, and that's my month, right? Because it's my birthday month, it's my name month. There we go. You can do this like that and have that flutter up. All right, and we can still put that back here. Ooh, what do you think of that? I like that. All right, so let's do this, and then let's reverse it. Let's reverse it. So we're going to reverse it, and then we'll use the blue, the Lost Lagoon one. So we're going to reverse it. Can we make it fit? Can we make it fit? No, we can't make it fit. All right, let me think. Let's do one of these. Maybe we'll add a different color in. What other color could we add? We could add a lighter color. The bubble bath. What else goes with this? We could do the melon mambo, but that's a little too close to the berry burst. I don't usually put those two colors with each other. Let's see. All right, then we have this. Those out like that. That might be easier than the other way that I was doing it. What do you think? There we go. Pop those out. All right. I think we're going to go with the bubble bath. The bubble bath. Will that fit? That'll fit. Just want a solid one like this. This is going to give us some nice color on this card because it was really needing color. It was needing color. And I just decided not to go with the colors that coordinate in the kit because other than the Lost Lagoon, I'm not really using any of the other things in the kit. So let's go ahead and put this aside. I was gonna blow, but you know what? I think I will use my little June bug vacuum cleaner instead. It'll be easier. Look how fast that cleans up. Ta-da! I forget about it sometimes because I'm just not used to having that around. All right, so we're gonna do this, and then this. Like that, and we're going to glue it onto the, oh yeah, that really is nice and bright. All right, so we're going to use our tweezers. All right, I've been looking down. I've not looked at, let's see, do we have any more comments? Or have you all been watching the way I've been, what I've been doing? Yeah, looks like you've just been watching. All right, so let's see. Everybody's giving me color choices. Good thing I had an idea of what I was looking for. All right, so I probably should have had that grabbing this. There we go. All right, so let's get this baby stuck down. I'm going to use this again so I don't get glue all over my glass mat. All right, here we go. Ooh, that's pretty. We need to get some gems for the body there. Definitely need to grab some gems. I didn't know I was going to go this far. Wasn't sure if I'd have time, but we're only going to have time for the one alternate today. And then I'll be back with you next week for more alternates with this lovely kit. And I've got a few ideas. I've seen a few things on the internet, plus I have a few ideas of my own that popped into my head while I was opening it. So we'll have some fun alternates for you next week. Let's see. We have those. Those will pick up other colors. Ooh, we can use that. Let's see. That's not quite the right color. Ooh, that would work too. All right. So help me out here. For the bodies, do we use these iridescent foil gems to kind of tie in to this, or do we stick with color? I'm kind of leaning towards these. Help me out. I really need your help on this. Tinsel gems, so these pink ones or these foil gems. Which ones do we use? And then I'm going to use this third one to add to it. So help me out. Which ones do we use? So, didn't know. Thank you. Let's see. Foil, this one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's the one that kind of jumped out at me as well, because it'll tie back into this nicely. All right. Here we go. All right. So, I'm going to use the little ones to make the body. So, and I like to use 3. Let's see if 3 will fit. 2. Yep. 3 will just fit. Kind of squeezed on there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that looks really good. And it picks up the other colors as well. There's a little bit of pinkish in it. So that is picking up the colors nicely. All right. Oop, that got crooked. Here we go. Oh, come on. Come on. That little glue dot under there was a little bit crooked. All right. Here we go. And then I think I'm going to go back to using this one actually. I think these are too small. So we're going to go with this one. And I think I'm going to put just one in there. That gives us our 7. Odd number, because you know me, got to be an odd number. All right. Do we want it like that? No, I think that actually looked the best. All right, so now we can put some glue on the back of them. And I'm going to put the glue on the back of these at the same time. Are you liking the pop of color? I'm really liking the pop of color. I'm really liking. Oh, it's not quite where I had planned it. Okay. Uh-oh, that one popped. There we go. That one laid back down. And then let's do this. What do you think? I think that looks better. It just looks better. I don't know. I don't know. If this didn't have quite so much gold on it and those other colors could come out, I think so. And if this one actually had the gold, I think it would look better. So I don't know. I think I like our pop of color here that we got. So we've altered it. It's a little bit changed up. We can still put it in one of their envelopes though. So where are the envelopes? Alrighty. And then let's go ahead, and on the inside I'm going to go ahead and do the gray butterfly like we have been doing. I think I'm going to do both butterflies, because I just am liking that look. There. I think that came together nicely. Thank you for your help. I truly appreciate it. So you would have put the blue one in the white area above the berry burst over here. Yeah, I kind of felt like that was crowding it all up there, though. I wanted to kind of spread it out. So, but it would work there too, or you could have used a couple more. You could use some of the other smaller ones. I don't know, the Moody Mauve doesn't quite match. It's a different color tone than that. But you could put this one there if you wanted more. But we're going to go with that. And yeah, you know, and the other thing, we could have embossed. We could have embossed the front of the card too before adding them. So, but I kind of like the color pop better than that one. So sorry, Stampin' Up. Sorry, Paper Pumpkin, but this time I think I like mine better. I love these dies. Those are beautiful. Can't wait to play more with them. So we've got our 3 cards for today. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. We have card number 1, card number 2. I don't know why there's a shadow there. Card number 3, and then card number 4. All right, so there you have it for this week. Too many things in the way. Where is my mouse? I've been having a hard time finding my mouse lately. All right, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. And if you're catching this on the replay, remember, go ahead and put replay. I'm happy to have you on here. And if you end up making any of the cards, if you have any alternate ideas, feel free to pop them down there in the comments. We're always looking to be inspired by each other to make more cards and make our kits go even further. I look forward to seeing you again next week for Paper Pumpkin Playdate. Next Wednesday, we'll keep it at the 10:45 mark at this point in time. And then also tomorrow will be I'll be bringing back Thunderstruck Thursday. Ooh, what time did I have that set for? What is up with this mouse? I don't know what's up with this mouse. Let me get that time for you. Hang on, I was working on putting together a schedule yesterday and I did not get it finished, so I will get that finished today and get it out to you. So Thunderstruck Thursday will be, oh, I didn't pick a time. Thunderstruck Thursday will be at, we'll say, oh, what's a good time for you all? Help me with that. Tell me what's a good time to do Thunderstruck Thursday. I'm going to do Tidbit Tuesdays at 1:30. I'm doing Paper Pumpkin Playdate at 10:45. What's a good time for Thunderstruck Thursday? I'm debating on whether a little bit later in the afternoon. All right. Hi, Donna. Great to have you on here. Are you getting all dried out from all the rain down there in Houston area? All right. So, I don't know. I feel like this is a good time. I guess I can have things kind of at the same time, right? So, all right. Not seeing any answers. I can't do a poll on my business page, so that's not an ability. So let me look at that. I will put a note out to let you know. I got to look at my calendar, make sure what I have going on tomorrow doesn't interfere with it, and then after that I schedule everything else around the time that I pick. Yeah, but more coming today and all weekend. Oh, we are supposed to have more rain today as well. We haven't had as much as you, but then we are sunny for the next 4 or 5 days, and then I think more rain again, so we'll see. Stay dry, or as dry as you can, and the mud, well, it's not like you can tell the dogs not to get all muddy. Just try the towel drying thing when they come in before they get to the rug. So, all right, everybody, have a great rest of your day. Stay dry, stay warm, stay cool, depending on where you're at and what your weather's like. I'll see you again tomorrow, probably before noon. But we'll see. I need to go look at my schedule. But I will put out a notice as to what time Thunderstruck Thursday will be, and I will pick a time that it will be consistent each week. And we are going to start off with, I did a poll in my group, in my VIP group, Junebug's Creators. If you want to get into the Junebug Creators VIP group, I put a link on a post yesterday. I can put it in the comments here today after we're done. But the technique that was chosen as the highest one was the peekaboo card. So I will be showing you how to do that peekaboo card and then showing you some other peekaboo type card ideas. So I'll see you then. Have a great one. Have a good rest of your Wednesday. Bye-bye.